And we are late.
Punctual as always.
Might be till 9.
Late, says the White Rabbit.
Man. Yeah. Well, I guess, God damn, we are really late. I didn't realize how bad that was.
You know, we got kind of caught up in our prep because you know we're big preppers over here.
It was Shane's fault. Anyway, so yeah, so they're late. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, we get it. All right.
Always.
So what's
we like to build the anticipation. Oh, go Buccaneers, huh, Jose? Oh, you might hate me. Bam. That's what I'm drinking out of today. It's at least Buccaneers made the playoffs.
What's up, Jose? What's up, DJN? What's up? That's Nate. What's up, Jose?
What's up, this guy? Appreciate you joining us.
What's up, guys? Well, you don't want to say that?
Leo, what's up? Appreciate it. Oh, first stream I caught, and it's one that we did no planning for, no really advertisements, nothing. This was just kind of like, hope to see you on the vodka stream soon. Yeah, this was just kind of one of the spur of the moment kind of sort of things. We had some things that we were talking about. It's been a busy couple of weeks, really planning on a bunch of different things, but we're like, you know what, let's do a live stream. So here we are.
Yeah, it is been a bit since we have done a live stream, so let's do a live stream. Yeah. We originally were trying to do these on Thursday was the goal, because Thursday is kind of an empty void when it comes to streaming. Yeah, so that's usually the one better one to land on. But hey, what the hey, we'll do for Saturday Night Fever. Yes, finally we're live. Yes, I know. I'm sorry. Cool shirt, Matt. Thank you very much. I love this shirt.
Hey, what about my Nightwing shirt? Damn.
Yeah, fuck your Nightwing. He's gonna die. Dick Grayson sucks. Right? He's gonna get murdered. Oh man, so that's right. Elseworld Wonder Woman. We're gonna talk about. Man, there's actually just been so much information dropped, and sometimes that's where we just lean on the live stream, because usually we can only do like one episode, and it'd be like just impossible to try to combine everything into one episode.
Yeah, we used to back in the podcast days. We used to just kind of whatever happened that week, and then we would record about it on Saturday, and jump about a couple different topics and things like that. But yeah, not so much anymore. We try to slice down the YouTube videos a little bit, have it the algorithm help us.
Apparently there's a lot of people that don't like the way I say things. So
why? How did you say? Did you say Thursdays differently?
I don't know. I'm assuming that's why you Thursdays? Put
that. Oh no. He misspelled Thursdays.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
But yeah, people do criticize the way you say shit a lot. It's kind of weird. Maybe we've been friends for so long that it's just normal. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, they don't like my West Reno draw. Right? Right. I don't know. I'm from the sticks, son. I'm from the rural parts of Reno. So I don't know. That's just, I've always said things, I guess, a little bit different. Every time, though, I always get criticized for the way I say library. But I guess once, because before I said library.
I was trying to think of some of the ones that someone said that you say snack Snyder or something like that. I'm like,
yeah, people.
You remember that one video? I'm like,
yeah, no. People think I say snack I can't even say it.
snack
Snyder. Yeah.
Finally, some Nightwing shirt love. Thank you.
All right. So block. Put user in a timeout. Ooh, that sounds key. Oh, thank you very much. Congrats on 15K views on your Superman video, lads. Yeah, that was.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah, I hope it's still keeping up. It's still got feet so far, so hopefully it keeps going.
Still got feet. You mean still has legs? Or it's just got feet at this point?
It's dragging. It's just got feet.
It's pitter patting along.
You're making fun of the way I say things. Look at that. I can't just say it. It's got feet.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's got a little bit more into it, but man, I think that might be. I'd have to look, but I guess with the views, I mean, it's got a lot of likes, but that might be our most disliked video yet. I'm not sure yet. I'd have to go back and look, but I think like even in our higher viewed ones and stuff, I think the most we've ever gotten is like 50 dislikes, maybe 60. That one, last I saw, it was like 75 dislikes. So, I mean, by the time it actually kind of peters out, it might hit 100 dislikes.
I don't know if we want to segue. We were planning on talking about this video a little bit later and kind of our plans and stuff. I don't know if this is a good segue for it or not, but one of my favorite comments was all of this just to say that you liked the movie or something along those lines.
All of this to say you like Man of Steel?
Yeah.
And I put, duh.
That was probably one of my favorite comments. Like, yeah, pretty much. You're not wrong.
Oh man, that I don't know. I'd have to go back and look, but man, that had to have some of the most angriest comments that I have ever seen in our.
Oh man,
some people were just fucking irate for what we were saying. Oh my god, you're fucking. There's one guy that is so ass backwards. I don't think he knows what the fuck he likes. He was like,
"I've never bring it up now. Do we want to?"
No, maybe we'll just wait. We'll wait.
Okay, we'll wait. We'll get to it later because some of them are great. They make me laugh. I don't take anything that both of us don't take any of this too seriously. You know, we know our shtick. We know who we are. We just do our thing. You know, and if people like us, they like us. If they don't, they don't. And so some of the troll comments or just the anger is insane. Like that people put way too much energy into Superman, and you know whether Zack Snyder's movies are good or bad or whatever, they hate it, they love them. You put too much energy into this shit. Just settle down. It's fine.
Thank you, sir, for the hey, baby. Hey. It's not for that. I love Martin Scorsese. Exactly. If MCU fans get offended by this, that's their problem. I love Martin Scorsese, and I kind of like how the design looks. It looks very comic-y, you would say.
Has 72 dislikes now.
Thanks, okay.
Dennis.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for checking that. Did you add to it?
And 70. He did say now. It was 71.
How long left?
About 5 minutes, and then we're out.
Yeah, I only got about 2 minutes left in me, man. That's usually how it goes. If I could keep a consistent pace, 2 minutes.
Yeah, but you got to slow it down. You know, you have to have a solid rhythm.
Have you ever had your feet go numb? I've had my feet go numb.
I don't even work. So.
I had a back surgery, and it was like a week later, and I still tried. I was bleeding. My legs fell apart, but I still did it. And she just kind of hung. Is that all you got? Anyway, anyway, so let's get back to what we're doing. Elseworld, Wonder Woman here. So we're going to talk about this. So much news again, like what we were talking about before. Just so much goddamn news. I mean. So oh man, sometimes I'm glad that we're more of a kind of a video essay type page instead of a news page, because there's just no goddamn way we can keep up with any of that. Even if we went back to the old school podcast form of like hour-long things and stuff like that, I don't think we could keep up with it. There's just so much shit going on right now.
Which is why a lot of times when we wait to record our next episode, it usually pans out for us. We're not the first right out the gate to talk about breaking news. We're usually one of the later ones, and it usually works out for us because more shit comes out afterwards. And so by the time we record, we're like, hey, look at all this shit that they were able to talk about.
So we'll share. Oh, hey, there's a button here for share audio now.
Oh, that's interesting.
So now I don't have to like hug the microphone up to a speaker. Oh, that's fucking awesome. That's cool. Hey, StreamYard, way to step your shit up. And my shit is freezing. Awesome. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
You're good. You're good on my side.
Oh, well, I guess I'll just have to dance while this thing's loading.
There you go.
Little Johnny Bravo. Anyway. Well, Shane, I think you're going to have to share it because I can't see the screen now.
Oh, no. Okay. Hold on. So what am I sharing? What am I doing?
I was sharing Zack's.
I'm lost. I was reading comments. I was just waiting for you to do all the work. Like I said, I don't do any work.
I was going to share the Zack Snyder tweet talking about Wonder Woman 1854. I guess if you look
hold on.
for the rainbow horse, the horse shooting out rainbows out of its ass. If you look on our page.
It's did we get blocked off of Twitter? Why did it? Okay, I'm good. Mine just said something went wrong.
Yeah, that's what's been happening to me, and now it's freezing up. Now they did this, and I can't see anything anymore. So I think Twitter might be messed up. So we might not be able to share.
Or something's happening on our side. I don't know.
Can people comment to is everything still normal on the stream end?
Are we even live anymore?
Yeah, like can everybody see us and hear us and stuff? Because this thing's just frozen on my end, and I can't even see the comments. So you're gonna have to read the comments.
Damn, really? Okay.
I know I have the big old share screen thing right in front of me now. I can only barely see the right and the left side of the screen.
And you can't click on the share screen thing?
It's just loading.
Technical difficulties.
It's just buffering. It's like fucking dial-up porn, man. It's just fucking buffering.
Is this real life? All right.
Or is it fantasy?
That his things in our it's not in our bookmarks. All right, fine, fuck it.
No, it's just in our profile. Like we shared it. Maybe that's why. I'm gonna try something stupid.
Hold on, I'm getting there. Well, this is why we edit our shit usually. Did I lose you? Oh no. I think I lost Matt. Yeah. We'll wait for Matt to come back. I'll at least try to stall for a second here. Can you guys at least hear me? This is rough. Yeah, probably. That's why I wear the hat to redirect things. I think Matt's back. Let me kick this one out.
There we go.
Okay, now you have two things. This is rough.
Yeah, I'm
trying on the other side.
Anyway, I think I can just. There we go.
Either way works. That's fine. What happened? What did you do?
Did my last words come through?
It's you said something. I'm gonna try something, and then bam.
Try something stupid. There we go. Okay, I think we are good now.
All right, and I found the. I'm gonna share this.
There we go.
Is it working?
All right, beautiful.
Okay. That was rough. That was rough. But we stalled, so new year now. Matt Strokes. What is happening? Oh man,
that was so bad. Anyway, first stream of the year, baby. Yeah.
Yeah. No,
I just want to make sure, but I think somebody. Yeah. So did we appreciate this?
Oh no, we didn't. I'm sorry, we got distracted there. Thank you, man. That's awesome.
I think I was about to say I thought I saw something highlighted there. I was like when I was freezing, so I was like, okay, thank you, Jorge. Thank you very much, my friend. Okay. Oh wait, there we go. Well, yeah, photos headcanon now. Seriously. So, all right. So let's talk about this. So Go ahead, Shane, and read that synopsis there.
All right. So he says, Wonder Woman 1854, this amazing image shot by Steven Bergman of an Elseworld war-weary Diana who had chased Ares across the battlefields of the world and had yet to meet Steve, who would help her restore her faith in mankind and love itself.
So, as Snyder talked about, this is the Crimean War, which it's just... Man, so this, and obviously the people bitching about the three heads. So we'll get to that here in a moment. But
yeah,
so this is an interesting take. Now we knew from an old article back in 2015 that there was some ideas switched from the original concept of what Wonder Woman was supposed to be, and it got moved to what we saw. But it also, just the concept of this, I'm really curious to what Snyder was thinking in this case.
Yeah.
Because this sounds it sounds very interesting, but man, does this I don't know. This is a brutal Wonder Woman for sure. Much more hardcore Wonder Woman. So
I'm gonna go to the post because I thought that Matt posted this.
Yes,
and I thought this was
you might want to zoom in a little bit. I don't know if you can zoom in yours a little bit.
Does this work?
There we go. Well, go back again. There we go.
Bam.
Yeah, that helps. Okay. That makes it a little bit bigger. So this. I don't know. Some people also commented about Patty Jenkins should read this, but I wasn't intending for that to be towards Patty Jenkins at all. I have no idea if she has said anything that is in regards to this. This was a couple particular check marks that I kept saying once again, Snyder does not understand these characters. Or what was the exact words that I was seeing there? What's the
is profound misunderstanding.
Profound misunderstanding. I kept seeing that over and over again when it came to this picture of Wonder Woman. And dude, yeah, that's not a hard choice. All right, man. I at this point right now, Wonder Woman 84 for me personally is up there with Justice League. Like I really do not like that movie. So I would watch Birds of Prey or Suicide Squad.
Yes. Watch it again.
No,
no, not Birds of Prey. Suicide Squad for sure. To me is, and I don't hate Suicide Squad. But I don't know. Wonder Woman 84.
No, I gave it a chance.
Debate for a different time. Have you watched it twice?
Why? Fine. I'll watch it fucking twice. All right.
I'm just curious. I haven't watched it twice either. I kind of want to. I'm curious. I've been trying to get my wife to watch it, and she's kind of like, meh, I'm good.
All I can say is my girlfriend didn't like it. She hated it as well. So that's what was confusing me of what demographic were they aiming for? Because as of right now, other than children, maybe, I don't know who else they were going for. So
they were really trying to go back to I feel like with Wonder Woman, it's very similar, and for right or wrong, to Superman and Christopher Reeve, is that so many people associate Wonder Woman with the TV show. Even in the animated series, it's similar to this comic. And a lot of the animated series, she's like, she's a badass to me. I've always liked
one of the comics that I put here. If you look, so there's two on the right are ones where she's very emotional, she's very caring, she uses her words, whatever. I mean, the one on the top right there of the first picture, that's her as a sapphire lantern. I mean, she's a freaking that's love, and she's trying to talk Mira down. That's one where she's using her words. She says, "Listen to my words. I'm your friend." Like that's where she's literally talking her down because she's Mira's infused with Red Lantern energy, and then you get moments like that where she's holding Clark after they lost a bunch of people, and the kids all over. Those are moments in the comics where that's the Wonder Woman. But then there's also moments in the comics where you look on the left side where she's talking about cutting people's heads off. She's actually decapitated Medusa. She's got another head sitting there like a trophy.
Yeah, she's
and what she should have done in Wonder Woman 84, Maxwell Lord's neck being snapped. That's
oh my gosh. Could you imagine?
Even if she did it with her shitty spaghetti lasso in the end there, just like just grabbed it and whack. That would have been fucking awesome.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with it.
She's like, no, stop. Never. Yeah, it's I don't know.
Really, Shadow Vessel? What the fuck is Wonder Woman 1854? Have you just been under a rock? Like a rock.
I don't know if I need to go back to the picture, but
yeah,
you want me to go back to Snyder?
Well, hold on. I just want to finish this. So this is it. This is the problem I have with people where you profoundly don't understand what this character is about. No, you don't understand what comics are about. A lot of these characters have been around for 60 plus years. In the case of Wonder Woman, 70 plus. In the case of Superman, 80 plus. Actually, Wonder Woman was only like 4 years behind Superman, and I'm pretty sure it was like, wasn't it just recently 85 years for Superman? I think I might got to do my math. Quick math. 83. I think it's 83 years.
Yeah.
83. No, 82. 82 years. So it'd be
in like 80 something years.
It's 1938, right? Yeah. Right. So whatever. Yeah. There we go. Jesus Christ, quick math.
Pain in the neck.
Scott Steiner math right there. Right. 33.5%.
Oh shit. Oh man. Yeah, a lot of different renditions, and that's the same thing that goes for Superman. There's been so many. I've talked about this several times before. I have a plethora of comic books of Superman that range in some of the quirkiest to some of the coolest, and that really dig into the heart of the character, and some that are just out there that you're like, okay, well, I don't even know what the fuck I'm reading.
Don't you have a Superman comic where his suit comes out of a ring like the Flash?
Yeah.
Why aren't people calling for that?
Right.
Where's that Superman? I want my Superman where his suit comes out of his ring. That's what I want.
Exactly.
Not my Superman. All right. I don't want this Kryptonian ship to make his suit and actually tie to his culture and shit. I want it to shoot out of his ass. Boom.
Exactly. Ha!
And he just jumps right into it.
Man. Yeah. I don't know. Again, I go back to, I feel that people so much closely associate her with the show, and I think Gal Gadot is fantastic. I think she really captures the emotion of the character, and actually we have seen kind of a balance now of Zack Snyder's version of her, where she's smirking when she's trying to whoop the shit out of Doomsday, and and she's fighting, and we've seen her be a badass. The No Man's Land scene, she's a badass character, and then we've seen the emotional side of her as well, and I really enjoy Gal Gadot and her portrayal. I get it in terms of the criticisms of Wonder Woman 84. I absolutely understand it. I think for me, I understand where they were going, and Patty Jenkins really wanted to kind of harken back to the days of Christopher. And do you know what a plethora is? Yes, a lot, a bunch. I did dictionary.com before saying that word.
Have you guys seen Buffalo Bill on Twitter? Man, I don't know. When you said Buffalo Bill, man, all I could think of was Silence of the Lambs. And he goes in the mirror. Would you fuck me? I fuck me. That's all that came to mind when I saw your tweet, man, or your comment there. Next, keep going, man. Sorry, don't mean to interrupt you.
Anyways, I think that that obviously Patty Jenkins was given a nod to Richard Donner and his version of Superman, and that's why it doesn't bug me. Or is it incredibly corny? Absolutely. The mall scene is like almost to the point of like eye rolling. But because it's done in such a way where it's not trying to be cool. It's trying to be campy intentionally. Then I'm like, okay, I get it. It works. And maybe it doesn't work for some people. I prefer I absolutely love the first Wonder Woman movie. But we've talked about, Matt and I have said that several times. I think it is a perfect balance of what the Marvel fans would want to see and what the Snyder fans would want to see, in my opinion.
Well, I just want to go back real quick. Because since Nathan, you brought it up, saying that we were easy on the Wonder Woman 1984. The thing is, though, I literally used the word disdain in it. I was like saying there seems to be a difference in levels of disdain between Shane and I. I hated it. And unfortunately, when you're doing a spoiler free, you can't just lay into it and lash into it without giving out spoilers. And that was the thing. And we were talking about doing a spoiler one, but the thing with the spoiler one is I just would have been so hard on it and so negative. And I don't know how people that apparently hate BVS and everything and Man of Steel keep making videos on it. Because honestly, I didn't even want to really talk about Wonder Woman 1984 anymore, because I was just like, it was so bad and I just didn't like it at all. And I just could have torn it apart. I just didn't even feel like it anymore. So until now, because you brought it up, Nathan. Anyway, so it's like your fault, Nathan.
Fuck, Nathan. Damn.
Anyway, so let's go back to the 1854 tweet.
All right, hold on. Let me fix my, there we go.
What, you can't do it that zoomed?
I mean, I probably could.
It was Marcus, not me. Did I? Whoopsie. Oh, was it? Oh, maybe it was Marcus. My bad, Nathan.
Whatever.
One of you guys, Nathan, Marcus, is the same name. All right.
Jim, John, Matt. Just
Samsonite.
Exactly.
Anyway, so Case Shadow Vessel.
Oh man, hold on. We can't get away from this. I would love a Wonder Woman movie done like the Power Rangers movie from back in the day with Ivan Ooze and incredibly corny and fantastic. See, like it would make sense. 1994. That's the next
right
one.
Here, right in the eye. This thing, whatever, this, right there.
Have you watched that Power Rangers movie? At least within the last 5 years or so.
Yes.
Oh, it's fucking great. I love it. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. I love it.
Oh
It's
man,
so terrible. It's so good.
So back to this one. So basically, Snyder's original concept would have included would have been set farther back. And I believe his reasoning was that this is one of the first wars where there was actually photography. So again, the photo would still be involved. So this was a placeholder in BVS.
We're answering this shadow vessel, so I hope you're paying attention.
Did he bring it back up, or did you find it?
No, I just found it.
Oh, I thought he was bringing it up. Like, God, be patient. And so this was a kind of an interesting concept, but now, apparently, since I'm going to try this again, hopefully it doesn't fucking nuke up again. And we're going to share audio. Let's try this. So we're going to try something. We're going to see if this share audio thing works. We're going to play this clip from Alan Heinberg, which was the main writer on the original Wonder Woman movie.
Here, do you want me to stop my screen? Bam.
Yep.
There you go. Go ahead.
So now we're going to share this one. Hopefully this works. Shane, I guess let me know if you hear audio when I start to hit play.
All right.
Well, after I set this up a little bit more. So this is Alan Heinberg. He's one of the original writers on the first Wonder Woman movie. And he's basically talking about how Zack had a different idea for Wonder Woman, and then he kind of his pitch and what happened. And I find this to be interesting. And this just tells you, I don't know. Whatever. I guess we're already known Zack Snyder dick suckers, so whatever. So anyway, here we go. Let's see if this works.
The internet for talking about.
Can you hear that, Shane?
To me, it's The Little Mermaid. It's a really emotional story about a young woman who's grown up in this very closed world, something a lot of us can relate to, wanting to go out on her own and try to be herself and a good person and live up to her parent, make her mom proud. And so I tell this story to Zack, and Zack is like, I can tell that I approach things differently, I guess, Zack's movies are very, they're not primarily emotional, and I tend to approach things in a primarily emotional way. So I didn't expect Zack to respond necessarily, but I was there to eat my chicken and save my piece and go. And at the end of the night, and Zack's people pushed back, and I think they really were trying to protect him and protect all the work they had done. And then we walk out to the parking lot after about 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and Zack is like, "So what are you doing tomorrow?" And I was like, "Well, scandal. What's going on?" And he's like, "Well, do you think you could be here by 7:15?" And I was like, "For what exactly?" And he's like, "Dude, we're going to do your movie." And I was like, "What?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's do that. We should do that. Like, I'll get whiteboards. It'll be you and me and Jeff, and we'll just re-break the movie from scratch." And
there are like 8 people back in the tent.
He hasn't talked to anyone wearing suspenders back at the ranch with the sideburns. You saw it. It's a relationship movie. It has some fighting in it and stuff, but it's about these two people and about a mom and a daughter. But it's a relationship movie. That's what it's about. That is a profound change from the way that, and I was convinced that Zack, because of that hasn't been what he's done up until now. Zack is a hero to me for championing this vision of this movie.
So that's his. I knew that was going to get brought up. I knew someone was going to aren't emotional. I think he means something a little bit different than emotional. I don't think that was he means a different choice of words, but that is, to me, that is very telling. And that's the thing that feels different about DC movies when it comes to the Marvel movies, is that they're willing to embrace something that's just completely different than all the work that they put in already. While, a lot of the times with Marvel movies, they all feel the same. But Snyder, instead of making all these DC movies, similar, he chose to hey, this sounds like a great story. Let's adapt this fish out of water concept. And honestly, I still think, I know people kind of, are back and forth on Wonder Woman, but I still think Wonder Woman is easily one of the best DCEU movies, and the first one. And I'm kind of glad they went with this. I would be completely curious to see what this Crimean War Wonder Woman would it be? And I know there's a lot of people out there like animated version. Do an animated version.
Oh man, that'd be fantastic.
And that would be cool. That would be awesome because it doesn't require that much commitment. You can get Gal Gadot to do some voice work, or you can even get someone impersonator. Fuck it, they could do that stuff too. That doesn't have to be exactly her.
I like that they're trying certain like this very similar thing with Army of the Dead, where they're gonna have like the prequel, and it sounds like Dave Bautista and a lot of pretty much the whole cast is going to be voicing their characters in the animated version, and I think that's a beautiful test for what can happen on the other side on HBO Max with some just a whole lot of different things. And I think
screw you, Shadow. No, just kidding.
What do you know?
Overrated.
Yeah, it's yeah, well, they probably should have.
Well, yeah, I already seen people saying that they need to get this guy back for the third one. Like, if they're going to do a third one, they need to bring, Patty needs to relax a little bit on her ideology, a smidge, and just, have a good story. That's what it comes down to.
I think with Wonder Woman 84, you touched on it a little bit. The fact that DC is trying to have different types of movies, and that's why with this one, like I hated Aquaman because I felt like it was trying to emulate Marvel movies. Like they were trying so hard to have the one-liners, to have the lead be kind of a funny guy, and Jason Momoa is obviously naturally very charismatic, and it works that way. But I felt it was forcing everything so much to try to be like a Marvel movie. Whereas, like the Wonder Woman 84, the eye rolling moments are just because of the cheesy action and and the CGI
and the writing and every other dumbass moment. Yeah,
but it didn't seem forced. But I don't know, maybe it was.
I mean, it didn't have one-liners anyway. It didn't have shitty one-liners. I'll give you that. It didn't have the Marvel formula concept and stuff like that in it. I give you that. But it was cheese. It was stupid. It made no sense. Yeah, it was terribly put together. It was a crap movie. Okay, so I think you may have misunderstood me. It's not better than Man of Steel, and it's not better than BVS.
He said one of the best.
Yeah, I said one of the best. I would put it behind those ones. Like if you think about tiers, it would be like Man of Steel, BVS. That's tier 1. Then tier 2, Wonder Woman. Shazam, in my opinion. I know a lot of people are iffy on Shazam, but when you really look back at that, when it comes to writing, Shazam is one of the better written movies. I mean, other than the third act just kind of feeling like shit.
I've watched it a couple times. My son absolutely loves it. He's the one that went with us and wasn't afraid. People were complaining about the demons or whatever, and he didn't even, he wasn't even impacted from it. But yeah, I think Shazam is actually it's pretty good. It does unfortunately.
The third act is too childish for me.
Yeah,
and I get it's children. I get it's children and everything. But the third act just kind of really lays it in and does the same trope multiple times. And when you start relying on that same trope so much, that's when you're going to bug the shit out of me.
And it tries so hard to pull in the damage and things like that, where you're like, come on, you could have gone a little bit more. It was trying so hard to not be like Man of Steel that that some of those parts didn't really work.
Yeah, but I think the first Wonder Woman establishes such a to me, it just establishes such a good groundwork. To have her exist for so long, going through all these wars. It actually kind of, when he was talking about she's going from battleground to battleground, I don't know if he's talking about that she was going from battleground to battleground in the Chimerian War, or maybe even though this was a terrible movie, X-Men Origins Wolverine, that beginning montage where you see Logan and Sabretooth going through all the different wars. That's kind of what I was picturing. Like maybe she's just battling through all these different wars, being part of them, looking for Ares. That's kind of how I pictured it. And I thought that was kind of cool that she would be going through a string of battles, whatever pick a war. Just goddamn, those are plenty of wars. Anything with Napoleon. I mean, just pick anything during that time. I thought that was that's kind of what I pictured. I don't know if that's what he's talking about, or he's just talking about battlegrounds during that year. But I think, I don't know. It's just to me, it's a totally different Wonder Woman than what we got in the first one. So I don't know if that one would have made sense going into the first one, because that kind of her just meeting Steve Trevor and meeting a man for the first time, and kind of that fish out of water interaction. It kind of is what makes, gives Wonder Woman that little, perky charm and stuff like that to it, and the pretty good writing for that movie as well. And then you got the great action. So I don't know if that would execute, chronologically very well.
It would have been nice to go back to at this point. That would have been sweet. You got to see kind of the one version of Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman, and then you go back to that just like insane, don't give a shit about anything, I'm chopping heads off, and all that stuff. That would have been pretty awesome.
So yeah, that's roughly. I mean, and there's some things that came out from Patty Jenkins recently talking about how like there was a war, and a lot of these, at least according to her, and this could be damage control, who knows. And it's hard to believe anybody at anything anymore at this point, because it's just the chaos and just like he said, she said, this, blah, 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 whatever. It's just blah, 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 yada, yada, yadas at this point. But there was this articles going around saying that there's this internal war in WB, and that they only hired her as being a beard, just a kind of, facade, a look that, oh, they hired a female director. Look at this. But then people were saying that was WB, and a lot of people were implying that was the first Wonder Woman. Well, she came out later on saying in tweets that no, that wasn't what it was. It was 10 years ago, which is kind of funny because that sounds like Disney, and it sounds like exactly what Disney was doing to that one. I hate calling her that one woman, and I always forget her name, but she was originally what was she originally going to be doing? Oh, Black Widow. They originally were going to bring her in to do the Black Widow movie, but they're like, don't worry, we'll take care of the score and the action and everything. You just here. And I hate the fact that I can't remember her name.
No, I think that was Captain Marvel, wasn't it?
No. I'm pretty sure it was for Black Widow.
Really? I thought that was Captain Marvel, and they said, "Oh, don't worry, we'll take care of all the action. You just worry about the."
No, I'm pretty sure it was for Black Widow. Okay. It was for Black Widow, and it sounds like because Patty Jenkins was originally going to do Thor 2, and the Dark World. It sounds like something that Disney would do, that she was there for a beard, that they weren't going to let her do anything and stuff like that, that there was a lot of distrust for directors. And that sounds exactly like Disney. So, and she says it was 10 years ago. So I thought that was, that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, for sure. We got no food. We got no jobs. I love it.
Oh, anyway. Well, see, I don't know if they directly ever said that, but okay, hold on. Let me do the good old Google machine because I hate saying that woman. So, because I believe she, Black Widow.
Violent Delight said, I don't think this is the name, but Lucretia Martel. Is that her? That doesn't sound familiar.
Yep, Lucretia Martel.
Okay, nice. Thank you, Violent Delight.
Nice. Appreciate it. Nice, man. Yeah. Thank you. See, that's why I just didn't. I got tired of. Yeah, it was for Black Widow. Yeah. She learned she wouldn't be directing action scenes, and then she also made that. Where's her? I received an email from Marvel for a meeting. Martel said Marvel and other such production houses are trying to involve more female filmmakers. What they told me was their meeting was, we need a female director because we need someone who will mostly be concerned with the development of Scarlett Johansson's character. So they were just like, oh, only a woman can understand a woman. Yeah. They also told me, don't worry about the action scenes. We'll take care of that. I was thinking, well, I would love to meet Scarlett Johansson, but I would love to make an action sequence. Companies are interested in female filmmakers, but they still think action scenes are for male directors. First thing I asked was maybe if they could have changed the special effects because there's so many laser lights. I find them horrible. Also, the soundtrack of Marvel films is quite horrendous. Maybe we disagree, but it's still hard to watch a Marvel film. Yeah, so that's her. Thank you very much. Yeah, that sounds exactly what Patty Jenkins was talking about, and I'm almost positive, positive that that's what she was talking about. I mean, she says it was like 10 years ago, and that was probably during or more, and that was probably around development for Thor 2. So yeah. Anyway,
I kind of on that same topic. I wanted to go back to this comment from Mark Lester, and I absolutely I love Zack. I think he should be, in my opinion, it would be awesome if he was DC's version of Kevin Feige, and and had some sort of control. But to Matt's point, and kind of on the same topic, is why it's important to give the director the control. And if Patty Jenkins wants to harken back to Richard Donner, kind of give him a nod and fall flat on our face with Wonder Woman 84, I think we should let her. There's some differences there versus on the Marvel side of things. It's the action is going to be the same. It's like as soon as they adopted shaky cam was in all the movies. The score is going to be essentially the same. We're going to use the same thing across the board. There's no real creativity there for the director, and I think that's sad. And yeah, in some cases, I prefer the way that Snyder tells his stories, and I would love if he had a ton of control over all of that. But I think him directing all of them would be a bad idea, because then you're losing the same
variety.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of what makes Wonder Woman unique, is it's slightly different. That's what makes Shazam unique, is it's slightly different. And it makes a nice ebb and flow to things, unlike Marvel, where it just feels consistently, where you're stretching now, where Civil War almost becomes a masterpiece because the other ones just feel so mundane.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I seriously started getting this huge appreciation out of nowhere for freaking Civil War because Captain Marvel was so freaking bad. What was the other ones that were just really bad? I can't even remember now. I don't even want to.
Oh man, I recently watched Winter Soldier, probably last year sometime, and I was shocked at, like, holy shit, this is a damn good movie. Like it's so different. It tries. I don't know if they tried at the
Spider-Man movies. That was the other garbage ones.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they tried to sorry guys, I always readjusting here. Gotta stretch it out a little bit. But I don't know if the Russo brothers tried to make it really different with Winter Soldier, but I felt that. And I'm not a fan of the Bucky character, but in that he didn't bug me, and it felt really different. It felt like the Russo brothers were taking a Marvel movie and going, let's try to do kind of like a spy, like crime type movie, and I think it really worked. And it's one of those that you go back to and you have a different appreciation for when you get kind of the same movie over and over again, and that's exactly why.
Oh yeah, so that's the key elements, right, guys? That's just the variety. That's what Iron Man 1 is much different. That's why that bad boy is there.
Yep,
it's the only Marvel movie on this wall. All right, that's the reason why, because it's actually goddamn good. Man, Marcus, you motherfucker!
You just had to say it, didn't you?
I knew it. I knew you were gonna bust it out, man. We love the Marks. Yes, so do we. We love ourselves. We are narcissists.
Yeah, we do.
All right, so next oh wait, you have something to talk about?
Sorry. Yeah. I'd almost have to agree with this. There was a ton of complaints about Ares in the first Wonder Woman, but in comparison, yeah.
And then it's funny because then you hear Patty Jenkins recently in an interview talking about the end of Wonder Woman, the first one, saying that was a studio decision. That for the most part, the movie was how it was written, and then that ending was some reshoots, was a studio meddling, if you will. Even though before she did is that sarcasm? Like,
no, well, it's just that's the better of the two. So.
But she was talking about just the third act, which is what most people complain about.
Oh, yeah.
So that's what I kind of find is funny. It's like, you think they would have just learned their lesson there. It's like, so they intervene in Suicide Squad, people tear it apart. They intervene a little bit in Wonder Woman. The one part they intervened in, people hated that part. A lot of people don't like the third act. That's what everybody keeps saying about it. And then they totally butt-fucked Justice League. And look what happened to that thing. Like, it's barely holding onto a thread that movie even exists anymore.
Well, they were the reason why BVS didn't get well received theatrically.
Yeah.
So
because it's half an hour
of
stuff. Anyway, so one thing that was kind of interesting that was talked about today, and we'll move on topics here. Just out of nowhere, and we will share screen. There we go. So Ultra HD Blu-ray says details on a 4K release of Zack Snyder's Justice League, Wonder Woman 84, A Clockwork Orange, Gravity, Shawshank Redemption, Space Jam. You wanna jam?
I was gonna say that better be the original.
Oh.
I believe I can fly.
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Hopefully that's the original one and not the weird fucking whatever that guy is.
The Tim Burton one?
Yeah, the Tim Burton.
I'm trying to think of which one was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and then one was Willy Wonka. And Willy Wonka might be the Tim Burton one. There's a possibility, yeah.
There we go. Yeah. So, and I saw a lot of people talking about it possibly could be in March and maybe a little bit later, but a hard copy of Justice League, the proper Justice League, it looks like it's going to be coming around the corner.
And in 4K? Can you imagine?
4K.
Oh, dude. My gosh.
Now I need to buy a 4K player. I have a 4K TV, but I don't have a 4K player.
Yeah, same here.
Stupid PlayStation. That's what you're supposed to be for.
Fucking expensive.
Oh, you old fuck. Everything is always expensive when it first comes out. Remember, VHS used to be like $200.
Oh, my. We were just talking about TVs. Like, TVs now are dirt cheap versus I remember I got a deal on a $900 48-inch that was the display, which is why I got a deal on it. And okay, Willy Wonka's a Gene Wilder one. Thank you.
Yep.
And yeah, I got a deal on it for $900. Now, if I spent $900 on a TV, I'm getting what's the level above 4K? It's not 8K. It's like the what is it? Anyways, I'm getting an insane TV for $900. I'm just gonna say that.
Did you see what Walmart and Best Buy did?
No.
Like older TVs, like recently. If anybody else got their stimulus checks. A lot of these TVs were all priced for $599.
Oh, genius!
Did you see this shit?
No.
It was hilarious, dude.
I love it.
Like all these TVs were priced $599. I was like, get the fuck out of here!
I see your communism or socialism, and I raise you capitalism at $5.99.
You give people money, we take people money.
Okay, it is 8K. All right, thanks. Yeah,
I've seen that. I was about to say, I don't know why you didn't think it
was.
Oh,
it was the OLED like ones that they have that are insane. Yeah. Anyways,
I can't even keep up with that shit no more.
Yeah, you can buy a smart TV for $300. It's 1080p. It's insane.
I got my dad a 60-inch Samsung smart TV, 4K, ultra high definition for like $360.
I was gonna say I would have guessed $250, but yeah, $360.
No, it was like $360.
Yeah,
and I just happened to stumble across it at Best Buy, so it's priced higher than most. Like fucking of all things, because Best Buy is just a ripoff.
Yeah.
But I found that, and I know he was asking for a TV because he still had an old box TV. Which he should have kept it around. That's why I could watch Zack Snyder's Justice League without black bars. And he still had that, and he was bitching about it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get him the TV. And I finally got it. But then I realized that his DirecTV box was so old, it wasn't HD compatible.
Oh my God.
It didn't have an HDMI port. Like I was telling him, I'm like, just plug
awesome.
it into the HDMI port. He's like, there's no thing like that. You told me. Yes, there is, Dad. Don't be dumb. And I go over there. I'm like, my God, it's just composite. There's nothing.
Wait, so did you have to get like a converter, an HDMI converter?
The TV came with one.
Oh, the TV. Yeah.
The TV came with one, but then everything looked like garbage on it because it was all boxed to shit on this widescreen, and it was standard definition.
Was your dad like, oh, this looks pretty good?
Well, when I put the Netflix on, he's like, oh my God. And then the speakers are pretty nice on it. He's like, that sounds like a theater. Like he was so blown away. My dad's like 72 years old, so that's why this is funny. Like
it's fantastic. Yeah,
he hasn't experienced much technology in his life. Anyway, so anybody, this is good for people that don't have HBO Max or won't have any ability. I know Snyder's been talking about that they're going to try to find some kind of video on demand system that will be able to go to people outside of the States, and because HBO Max won't be available, and it's almost all for certain now that it's going to be sometime in March. I mean, Snyder even confirmed it. That's going to be in March that it's coming out. So we got 2 months away, and we will. Let's see. There was a rumor about March 25th, but no concrete about that one at all yet. So, but yeah, it looks like at least in some sense that people will get their physical copies. I knew it was coming down the road, but I thought it would come much later. But it looks like at this point, I don't know if it's to the detriment of Zack Snyder's Justice League or not, but because there's so much content getting dumped on HBO Max, it kind of seems like now they're just going to dump it on there, and it's just going to have to fight with the shuffle, and it's going to get its hard copy, 4K release and everything, its physical copy and 4K release, and hopefully the numbers. Remember, guys, we have to support it. The numbers are greater than anything else on that platform. It's got a dwarf Wonder Woman 84. If we continue this process,
easy peasy. Real quick, are you like shaking a razor? Like, are you getting ready to shave, or what is that?
Well, what am I got in my hand?
Yeah.
Oh, it's an Allen wrench.
Okay.
That's why I was earlier trying to stab my eyes out.
It looked like a
yeah, it does.
Razor.
When I just hold this thing.
All right, just cleaning myself up for this live stream.
It's funny, guys, when we do audio and stuff, we freaking play with things, and there's a bunch of stuff that we got to mute.
Oh my gosh!
Because like when Shane's talking, I'm sitting here like,
yep. I don't know if you can hear my mouse, but this is me. I'm. What am I clicking on? We're just talking on shit, and I'm like clicking, like it's irritating as hell. The worst is when I'm talking and clicking, and I'm like, okay, that's gonna be in the audio now. I can't fix it.
I don't. I think Shane does.
Yeah, I do. I'd have to take a look at the back of it. I did buy it. Yeah, it was one of those things. My oldest liked it at the time. She really loved it.
So so it looks like we're gonna get a hard copy pretty soon. That's gonna be awesome. Maybe some deleted scenes. I need 4 hours.
Oh yeah,
15 minutes.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm sure it's gonna have a bunch of special things into it. And
I was just gonna say real quick back on the HBO Max thing. It does seem like that. Like it's just gonna be dumped on there. I hope there's at least some sort of build. And that's one of the reasons why I liked the episodic format. But at the same time, again, it is important to just support, show the numbers. Obviously, these streaming services, they know they can look at the numbers that the different companies, Netflix, AT&T, Warner Media, whomever, can look at the numbers. So that's important as long as people are flocking to it.
But another thing is that it feels like now, because of the fact they're dumping all this stuff on there, I think some of the marketing got pushed back a little bit, because now it doesn't look like it's gonna be February when we get posters, trailer, another one, which I really don't need another trailer, but I guess you probably want one more big thing to really drive people in. But I really don't need another trailer, but I guess that's just me. I got to think of it from a marketing standpoint. So, but posters, there's some slight advertising going on right now, which has been shared on there. I believe it's in Dallas, Texas. There's this giant, ridiculous movie screen.
Sorry, I didn't mean to distract, but I was just reading through some of the comments. I saw this. It would only last 2 minutes. We've covered that. You'd be fine.
Well, if I do it myself, it's shorter. I know what Daddy likes.
Anyways, Dallas Theater, large.
I believe there's a Dallas billboard. Maybe I should just find it here instead of just talking about it and trying to describe it like a very crappy person that can't describe stuff. Boo, boo, boo. Shane, stall.
Stalling. Hold on. Let me read some of these comments.
All right.
Do you think Zack will return for Justice League 2, even through the recent things said around the internet? Because the internet's true usually.
Oh yeah, I did want to talk about this.
Change Hamada's return, Fisher Trouble, stuff like that.
I did want to talk about this because we did a video. We dropped it Monday, and it was basically talking about how you'd have to be stupid not to think that there wouldn't be any more Justice League if the numbers are there. And then that same day on the comic book debate, I believe it is, with the Faruqi brothers, Zack did an interview with them saying that he didn't even think he was going to be here. So, Justice League 2 is kind of like in his rear view somewhat. I mean, some people saying he's being coy. Some people think it maybe, he's just being off-putting and stuff. I mean, to me, it's just being more realistic. Like, he can't guarantee anything at this point. And at this point he doesn't want to be disingenuous and say like, oh yeah, well, I mean, there's a chance, and raise anybody's hopes, and then it doesn't happen. So I get that, and I think that taking that realistic approach, but it also did feel that we released that video, and it did feel like a little bit of a kick in the nuts. Like it's like, okay, so because I honestly got from it a little bit that I don't know if he does want to do more, or if maybe Affleck, he knows Affleck doesn't want to do anymore, or maybe Fisher's situation is going to cause an issue. So it kind of felt like there was more things going against Justice League 2 other than just numbers. Than achieving a high, number amount of stuff. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. And if Snyder doesn't want to do more, then that's up to him. And that's the same thing with Ben Affleck when it comes to Batman. That's what comes with a lot of these characters. They have to, these actors and characters, they have to want to do this stuff. And if Zack wants to just call it here, that's fine. But when Kevin Smith says it definitely is not a cul-de-sac, it may take you to a weird neighborhood, but it's going to branch out into a lot of possibilities. I mean, I guess he's talked about with the the graphic novel with Jim Lee. He brought up Jim Lee a while back and stuff, talking about things like that. I mean, maybe that's where it goes. It goes in print. It becomes something into print. I don't know. It's an odd thing.
Yeah, it is. I think I do think to an extent he was kind of given the political, as you stated, coy answer of who knows where this could go. Didn't think we'd be here. A lot of us didn't think, oh yeah, I remember seeing this. A lot of us didn't think that we would be at this point this quickly. So I'm sure he's shocked and probably just happy to be at the show, as the saying goes. He's happy to have made it this far, to get the ability to release Zack Snyder's Justice League, the way that he intended it. And but I really feel, and it's the reason why we made the video, is that Wonder Woman 84 showed that despite, how divisive that it was, they saw the numbers and went, oh shit, okay, there's something here. And, maybe to a point, the information that came out about Wonder Woman 83 or Wonder Woman 83, shit. Wonder Woman
that was my 3,
take. Wonder Woman 3, being just kind of to overshadow the naysayers and like, yeah, look how confident we are. That's definitely a possibility. But I think that they know that there's something there, and they saw the reaction and said, okay, yep, let's greenlight something. And if this is as big as I think it's going to be, I really think it's a high chance that they being Warner Media, try to figure out something with Zack Snyder. And maybe Ray Fisher stuff kind of complicates that a little bit. But I really feel that it's going to blow up, and they'll be like, okay, let's greenlight something. Maybe it's not his initial plan, Justice League 2, Justice League 3, but maybe they spin off into something else. And I think that's a high possibility.
Exactly. The cut, some people didn't even think the cut existed, and now it's coming out. So I get what he's saying. He never thought he was even going to be here. A lot of us thought this was going to be way down the road at one point, but I totally get that. I get that. And so it does feel, yeah, hopefully it'll pan out. I mean, that's what I want, is for it to pan out, hopefully at the end. So, yeah, it's going to happen. I mean, if it does, if it doesn't, I don't know. Maybe graphic novel. We'll see what happens. But people keep talking about, like, it's the costs and stuff like that. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Did you see what the Mandalorian did? Mandalorian and Game of Thrones proved that you could easily make this stuff work in TV episodic form on a streaming platform for a decent budget. I think Mandalorian was going almost between 15 and 20 million per episode. I think total it was well over 100 million for the whole season. That's a movie.
Yep.
That's a fucking movie. And with Snyder, he can make it work, if you're shooting it like that, reuse sets, all that good shit.
If he can shoot, and granted, this was, I'm not sure the detail of the scene, but if he can shoot through Skype and direct through Skype across the planet, he can do anything.
Yeah.
He can do anything.
So last thing we were going to talk about, guys, was, I don't know. I just felt like that, with our last episode and the start of our mini series, The Road to Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Superman Enigma. So this is what we were kind of babbling on about in the beginning. I don't know if people find this interesting at all. So we were just going to kind of talk about it, talk about some of the comments that we got on there, some of the funny ones anyway, and then you can talk about what the future of that project's going to be. So if we'll find out here shortly if people find that interesting when the views or the people here will start dropping. We'll see if anybody cares about that. But we also got a good
3, 2, 1.
We also got a good chunk of new subscribers. So if any of them are here as well, hey Pepper, I know, and if any of them are here, so welcome to the Comic Movie Marks here. But it was an interesting project, and I don't know how, some people said they learned stuff, and that's kind of cool. Some people have never seen certain things, and that's awesome. And
kind of the idea behind it.
You guys should continue it. Yeah, well, that's the idea. It's a 5-parter. So I think we said it in the last episode, but it's going to be a 5-parter. That was part 1. And the next one is obviously going to be part 2.
Let's hope it doesn't fall off at part 3, and people meddle in it, and it becomes a disaster. And then we have to come back and redo it. Let's hope none of that happens.
Well, I mean, more and more information keeps coming out to fill out, these last couple parts, man. I can't tell you how much more stuff it keeps adding to this whole thing. I mean, the series you have is planned out. Yeah.
Oh, continue it after 5, maybe. I will say that there's a lot of research, and we we joke about not doing a lot of research in some of our videos, and it depends. It really depends on the topic. But that one, I enjoyed the amount that we put into it, and we're passionate about this kind of stuff. We nerd out, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun kind of compiling everything together. We're working on episode 2 right now. And bringing it all together, going back in time and reliving some of the things. And I, thinking that some of the marketing, I'll use an example. Some of the marketing that was pre-Justice League, and more around BVS, I actually thought was for Justice League, was after BVS, and I was like, holy to go back and relive some of that. It's cool. It's a lot of fun.
Shane's talking about the original Unite the Seven Aquaman one.
Yeah.
He thought it was for Justice League. I'm like, no, dude, it was for Batman versus Superman. It was before that. And he's like, no. And I was like, no, it is. It was 2015 was that original Aquaman Unite the Seven post that Snyder put on Twitter. And so it's going to be part of it. Yeah. So part 2, part 3, part 4, part 5. Okay. So part 5 is going to be after Zack Snyder's Justice League. So we talked about that briefly already. And that kind of just what's going to conclude the 5-part arc is what happens after Zack Snyder's Justice League. 2 is going to be, some people are like, oh, I can't wait for 2, but we'll see how much they really want, because that's going to be a little bit of it's going to be the middle part. So it's going to be all the crap that happens between Man of Steel and Batman versus Superman. And a little bit of what happened when Batman versus Superman dropped. Just a little bit, just like the Man of Steel one. It was just a little bit of what happened when it dropped. But the main part 3, I think, is going to be the one that people want to hear the most, because that's going to be the one with the shits and everything, all the bullshit that happened between BVS and basically Justice League. That's going to be the one I think people are going to want to see the most. So that one's going to take a long time to put together.
Yeah, so some of these, even this one, part 2 is kind of, just our daily lives are kind of interfering with us getting together and formulating a little bit. This is, pulling back the curtain somewhat, but it's a lot of fun. And I could see us taking on different topics after episode 5 in a very similar fashion, but it takes a lot of research, and it's a little bit slower than just some news and articles and stuff that we shit all over or talk about or whatever the case. Those are a little bit easier for us, but it's a lot of fun. And I appreciate the amount of love that video is getting. It's getting a lot of fantastic hate comments, which is awesome. But angry. But it is getting it's getting a lot of love, a lot of shares, a lot of views, and we appreciate that. We're close to hitting 6,000 subscribers, and it's cool. It's cool to see just where we've made it to. And this was one of my favorite videos I think that we've ever done. So it's been a lot of fun.
So yeah, the thumbnail. Sorry, I was trying to make.
Were you trying to pull it up, or?
Well, I was trying to make sure I got his Twitter right, because I was trying to. So that was done by Mr. Alessandro I'm gonna leave out his last name because I don't.
Do you want to share your screen real quick?
I was looking at our messages with him. So, what do I want to share?
I'll just his page so you can see who.
Oh yeah,
we'll give him a little plug here.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go, and then I'll share that screen right there. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. So, Mr. Alessandro, that name right there.
He's done. He did the picture back here. Bink, that one. For us, he did the Dumb and Dumber shirt that we now have on our website. On Comic Movie Marks is usually in the link. You know, if you want some merch, all that good stuff. Cheap plug, but yeah, he great dude, does great work. So we appreciate it.
And obviously, his Twitter is Mask of Shy, and he actually he has a great YouTube page too. So make sure you follow him there. He does some quick art, edits real together, put some banging music behind it as well. So I always really appreciate it. And he always does some cool anime stuff with it too. So if you like anime, he kind of does this nice little anime stuff with it as well. But yeah, he did it. We asked him to do it. I thought it was kind of not difficult, but I was kind of worried. I was like, man, I don't know. Is this going to really work out the way I'm trying to explain it to him? And yeah, pretty much for the most part, he banged it out. Like it was perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Like being stuck in that Christopher Reeve shadow, that kind of metaphor, I guess, or whatever it is. That all these different types of Supermen over the years have been just stuck in because people just keep going back to that well. And so, yeah, that thumbnail was great. And we've already talked to him. He's going to be doing thumbnails for the whole series. So those cool, nice hand-drawn style, that's definitely going to be consistent throughout this series. And then by the end of this whole thing, when we get all 5 done, I'm just going to slam them all together and make one long video too as well. So that's kind of my plan. But so back to the Superman Enigma one. That one is funny because while we got tons of great nice comments, it's over 1,000 likes.
Yeah, I'm scrolling through it right now, and I'm having a hell of a time finding the funny ones. It's like they're getting buried through. Yeah, like I'm going through On Point as usual. Like I love Man of Steel. A lot of really good ones. I'm kind of surprised. I may have to look back. Actually at our notifications. That might be
you're looking in the wrong one. You gotta and so we got people. The one I thought was kind of one was really angry. There was one guy, I'm not sure if he knows what the fuck he likes or not, but he was saying
I think it's this one. Let's see if I can possibly hold on.
Did you see the other one?
It's not
a lot of these I have to approve because they're in the held review because these guys are cussing at us so much. So I have to approve them, which is kind of funny.
I'm trying to find the actual comments, not from our notifications, because it's not letting me pull it up from the video portion. But
so from the one that I sent you that you said you already read, I had to approve that one, which is funny because it already had a thumbs up on it, which means he liked his own post because there's no way anybody else could have seen it because it was in the review thing. Only we could see it.
That's awesome.
So he already had a thumbs up, and he's like, I was so tempted to say, like, dude.
Actually, did you approve it? Because I just went through all of them, and I'm not finding that one.
Yeah, I approved it.
Damn it. I hope he didn't delete it.
Okay, I know somebody asked him, like, are you okay? Because it was such an angry comment that I saw somebody say, are you okay? Like, they just fucking simply asked him.
I'll just see if I can zoom into to this part. No, it's not. You don't want to fucking, you bitch. Sorry. Talking to my technology here. It's not letting me zoom in. You bitch. There we go. Okay. Zooming in. Ah, damn it. All right. So let me share my screen and see if this works. All right. Can you guys see that? So here's one of them.
That's the guy that's confused. Because he says fire Zack Snyder and Walter Hamada.
No, fuck Zack Snyder and Walter Hamada.
Yeah.
They should be hanged.
And I'm like, wait, how do those two correlate at all? And then he calls us dick suckers that were sucking Zack's dick and a bunch of other stuff. And then to fuck a bunch of people at the bottom that had nothing to do with the video. So it was really weird.
Damn, I wish I could find. Oh wait, is this one of them?
No. I can't even see it on.
Okay, this is clearly bullshit. Zack shithole is
there it is.
Yeah. Okay,
that's him.
Is one of them.
That's him.
But it doesn't.
I think it shows twice because I think it shows twice because I had a fucking. What'd you do? Why'd you get rid of it?
There we go. It's weird. Like when you click on it, I wish it pulled it to the actual video portion. This is just our notifications, so it's not.
Oh, it's like
it's weird.
No, how can we?
Anyways, yeah, I thought there was more to this, but it says
no. Okay. There is. It's getting cut off.
Yeah, see, that's what I was trying to pull it up in our actual video, but it's not. It's not working. It's not. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Oh, because I know somebody responded to him asking him like, "Are you okay?" And it was hilarious.
Yeah, so at least this portion says, okay, this is clearly bullshit. Zack shithole is an idiot, and apparently so are you. No one liked him. Grim, dark Superman with his constantly questioning. Should I save these? And then there's more, but I can't find it in the actual video.
I'm just gonna read the screenshot I sent you.
Okay, perfect. That's
so. So where'd you end? Dark Superman. Should I save these people?
Yep.
Or maybe keep hovering like a Cape Jesus? Not the critics' reaction is the most part was unanimous in their dislike for this dumpster fire of a movie and not somewhat mixed. I mean, it seemed pretty mixed to me. And the fans did not the fans overwhelmingly hated Man of Steel. Notice how you stuttered while trying to say the opposite? By the way, feel free to add a child's voice, which is what I imagined you sound like in real life. Hold on.
Oh, thank you, Nathan. Actually, that's a good idea.
I like how our real voices are through that whole thing. And then,
right.
And then then he says the kid's voice is that. And so it keeps going because I had to split it off in 2 screenshots to Shane.
Oh, hold on. I might be able to find it. Read me one of the things that he says. Oh, shit. Hold on. It says something along the lines of...
Well, it starts out with, okay, this is clearly bullshit. Are you trying to search?
Yeah, Nathan had recommended, it's... For some reason, it's not...
Maybe he deleted it.
That's what I'm wondering, and for some reason, it just shows up in our notifications still.
Yeah, because if he deleted it, it'll still show up in our notifications. But
yeah, but thank you, Nathan. That was a good suggestion. He said try searching the video, Control F in it, and yeah, it's not pulling up. Even if I try like bullshit, it doesn't come up. Huh. Anyways, all right, go ahead, continue.
Okay, so his last little bit here. Yes, the movie, he saved people except when they were in Metropolis and except for when he stopped the World Engine. All those people in Metropolis were saved from the World Engine. That doesn't count. And one of those buildings that he turned into rubble. Okay, whatever. A lot of Superman stuff does that. And of course he smiled, like you said, at the very end of the movie. For the briefest of moment, if you blinked, you would have missed it. Oh my god! And there's some other ones that are just oh my god.
Yeah. So this was the one we were talking about at the beginning of this video. All this to say you liked Man of Steel, duh. and we liked our own.
Well, because I just want. I think that was accidental, but
or to be a dick.
I don't think I would have done that. I think I was trying to fucking do something else, and I might have accidentally done that.
Yeah, it's weird. Actually, I don't see a whole lot of the negative ones anymore. It's very odd, but they're definitely in our notifications. But yes,
they must delete them. I mean, I'm looking in the review held for reviews, and there's nothing there anymore. I don't know there, but yeah. Anyway, so this was pretty fun. That was quite a knee slapper, to be honest, because I was just laughing at a lot of these. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to say that I get trolls now. I guess we've kind of talked about this before. Like we get the satisfaction that trolls get, but it's just like it's just so funny. There was one where the dude was actually laughing at our video. Like he apparently was making comments beforehand, like before the end of the video, and then like he's laughing at it, and he's like, "Oh wait, you're praising Zack," and then it says edited. You're praising Zack Snyder? Yeah, bye. I'm leaving.
Yeah, I did see that one.
And then people were talking about like it was one of the other ones was like, all this information, and then at the end you're just making fun of people for their opinion on Man of Steel. No, those are some criticisms, and we're fucking taking the criticisms. Whether we take a kind of humorous approach to it, but the one guy, I mean, that's what his whole fucking channel's about, is shitting on things and being really stupid about it. And it was really just to point out, like, you know, we've been trying so hard to get a goddamn Superman movie, and then we finally get a good one outside, you know, and then people start making these stupid excuses not to like it. And that was the point of it. It's like, wow, we finally got it, and now you're just making like these asinine reasons.
Well, we finally got a different one as well, and it different from, you know, Superman Returns. People shit on it because it was nostalgia overload, and then okay, well, we'll give you a different one. The fans seem to like the Nolan trilogy, so we'll give you a Superman movie similar. No, that's terrible too. Okay, whatever the fuck. Like,
and as a favor to the marks, I was just curious if anybody knows how to use Reddit and wants to post that video to Reddit for us. We would love to get the Reddit trolls.
Yes,
PC Cinematic or whatever that is. We're quite. Well, I would just say we're pretty stupid when it comes to a lot of things with, especially Reddit. I have no idea how to post anything.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
I have no idea how Reddit works or anything.
I'm decent with technology, but Reddit is nope.
If anybody wants to kill their, I think it's the karma rating that Reddit has. If you want to kill your karma rating and post our video on there, we much appreciate that.
Yeah.
Just try to expand out there and try to get another boost for it. But it's, I don't know. I really, really enjoyed that video and putting it together. And I think it tells a history. And we're in part 2, we're going to have a similar approach to. It's not gonna go into major detail, but I mean, Batman gets introduced, and so we're gonna kind of go slightly back into his history and talk about him a little bit more, and that's gonna be another one. And then when part 3, Wonder Woman gets introduced, and we're gonna go back a little bit and talk about Wonder Woman. You know, the Trinity, and the Trinity is gonna have a little bit of backstories in these parts, and that's some of the. You know, that's what I'm looking forward to talking about. And the more information we keep getting about Wonder Woman and other things like that is just, it's just incredible. And screw you, Film Junkie. And now that Film Junkie's here, we will go.
We are out.
Yeah, that one. I think that's the big one, isn't it? Nathan?
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
I think it is, yeah. Well, that's the one that I see most. I'm not on there all that much. That's why I have no idea how the fuck it works.
I have no idea. I made a Reddit. I made a Reddit for us, and apparently I spammed too much, so I got removed. And I'm like, oh, all right. And that's where we got like a real first major asshole critique, because this was a long time ago. All you guys do is cuss. You guys can't say a single thing without cussing. Yeah, what's your point?
Like, what's your fucking point?
Yeah, I was trying to be. And then he's like, you guys got to make better content. Oh, well, all right. Well, fuck you. You were conjuring Garza and Dave. I guess so.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I love you. Yeah. Well, this just went to a weird. And now we're gonna announce our OnlyFans. And you can find us on Tinder as well. Anyway,
right, exactly. Oh, remember those days? That was fun.
Swipe up. Anyway. So hopefully that, if anybody cares, that's kind of the future of that one, and you know, and how that's gonna go. I mean, I really hope that it's not gonna be perfect, because we're just fans and we don't have some of that major you know, following and stuff like that. But hopefully this could build up. And I just love to have it as a one big documentary type series, you know. Okay, that's not the. I don't think that's the big one that I'm talking about. If it's only has. Show me Shane's feet.
You don't want that.
How about his forehead? We'll go with forehead.
Yeah. Oh, hi. Does it?
Dude, I just got a haircut, and this woman butchered my hair, man. Oh my god, I barely have anything left, and she just jacked it all.
That's the worst. You know how long this is gonna take me to grow back? Damn,
man. She made McDonald's arches around my ears. Like, usually they're just subtle, but she's like, I'm like, what the hell?
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm fucked. Anyway, so guys, thank you, man. 1 hour and 18 minutes. Fuck, we can yammer on forever, I swear. We just do not shut the fuck up.
Well, it's not 3 hours, but you know, and it's not.
Yeah, we can't go that long like Davey Boy there, you know, because he's always got those orgies. Every time Dave always fucking sends out that link for his thing, I always think of what movie is that? Is that Old School? Where the guy opens the door, it's like, I'm here for the orgy. I always think of that, like when he sends out the links and all those people start coming in. And it's always, I always picture the fucking guy, I'm here for the orgy. And anyway.
Oh man, good stuff.
Amateurs.
Yep.
Hell yeah. I prefer to be an amateur. You can stick to your professionalism.
Right? Yeah. Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
Homemade, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, homemade, amateur,
yeah,
real, real homemade.
Exactly. Voyeur. Okay. Anyway. Oh man.
All right, man. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much for listening to us hammer on. We got some decent numbers. This is just
thank you.
This is weird for us to have actually people watching us during streams and shit. So it's always great, man. And anybody, thanks again to everybody that's been supporting the channel. I mean, again, we're almost up to 6,000 subs, which you guys have just
insane for us.
Yeah, you just have no clue that, I don't know. I just remember thinking we would be so excited if we got like over 100 subscribers and shit like that. like I remember that was like a big deal for us. And so just to be at 6,000 now and consistently having a good amount of views and actually kind of making some money from this YouTube revenue system
pays for itself.
Yeah,
and actually thank you guys to the Patreon supporters, people who are supporting us on YouTube. You're awesome. We appreciate it. Buying our merch, like who would have thought? Who would have thought? Jose, you're the man.
Yeah, Jose. If I could send you, actually, we do have your address. I will send you a Christmas card.
Yeah,
and New Year's Eve card, Easter card,
special card.
Yes.
All right.
Well, it's gonna be Shane. Like, okay. Anyway, before we lose any more people, thanks again, guys. In case I don't see you.